Hi, everybody. It's Chrissy coming to you with your full moon reading. Full moon in Scorpio, 20 degrees. This is a powerful, powerful full moon. And I don't normally come on and do full moon readings, but I feel as though this one is needed. I feel as though there's messages in this full moon. Scorpionic energy is very, I consider it very powerful and deep. When you travel through a full moon in Scorp, it's like going real deep into matters of intense, deep, what's in your soul deep down, how you're going to express that and bring it out, right? So let me just give you a little bit on the full moon, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a spread that I pulled, a little reading that I pulled for this week for you as we go into the full moon energy and as it starts to wane. So the full moon is when the sun opposes the moon, and it highlights, sometimes opposing forces and polarities that are in your life. So the sun is in Taurus and the moon is going to be full in Scorpio. So what is that for you? Well, it's kind of like that, a little bit of the ego versus the emotion, or your work versus your home life, your needs versus your wants. It's conflict, right? So inner tension, inner conflict versus external pressure conflict. So it's always that verse one, that balance, right? So where you feel out of balance, or where you have been feeling out of balance, this full moon, if you really work the energies of what you're feeling, will culminate a lot of this stuff that you've been dealing with, this circumstance, these situations, right? And it will bring them to a culmination so you can breathe and you can really feel this relief or this energy movement, right? And have some real culmination with serious situations that apply to you. Everybody has different story, but it's all the same game, right? It's how we navigate the energy. So full moons are pretty tough sometimes. There are some full moons with me, I have to say that some of them are tougher than others. So this one's been pretty powerful, and I've been feeling it for a week now. So, you see where that lands for you. With this moon, you should see karma as, you could get this burst of personal kind of positive karma. Use that as you wish. What is your wish for that karma, right? This is good for completing anything major, for overhauling anything that you really need to do an overhaul on, right? It could be yourself, it could be your spiritual place, it could be your work life, it could be your financial life, it could be your love life, right? Anything that you really want to overhaul and change and bring some real conclusion to it, right? Now, I'm not going to lie, it takes communication, it takes, work to have everything balanced for you. So, what is in balance for you right now, right? I touched on this in the beginning of the May readings. And so, any intense personal interactions, this can be revealed with this full moon. How you feel about someone, how they feel about you. Great influences over your own life is what you allow, right? So, this is positive transformation. This can have relationships really evolve to deeper levels. Whether that be, that could be to being engaged, to being married, to being, married to single. I mean, these are the polarities, right? This full moon is going to bring some of that to you. But either way, like if there's anything in your life that's kind of like, you know, coming to this big boom conclusion, or this kind of decaying, or it has been kind of, transforming for you, this is where the rebirth can, ultimately take place for you. This is the moon for it. So clear the clutter, clear your mind, clear your environment, right? Any bad habits, any addictions for all signs, and what you need to eliminate, any type of destructive behavior that you feel as though you own, right? This is the good moon to let you look at those things. So how you going to rebirth to the new? How you going to declutter these things? How you going to take positive action towards changing it or making the change take place with this full moon? And you're going to go deep, right? So if you feel as though, oh, I drink too much, I eat too much, right? This is a moon where it can really put you on alignment and really feel good about going towards to really, take a big bite out of that and say, you know what, I can do this. I can really focus and do this and declutter myself and ready to take care of myself and really put energy into exercise and eating well and really putting forth what I feel with other people and my boundaries and what I need to, take care of myself and nurture you, right? This is a good moon to do this with. Now, the Scorpio, Scorpio can really soar high, and there are low energies of Scorpio. So, with whatever situations you feel are culminating for you, if you go into the lower energies of Scorpio, you're going to know it right away, right? Because the lower energies are how you handle it. If you feel like angry or jealousy or sometimes rage or just revenge, right? Because when a Scorpio, when he stings, he's, in that mode of I'm ready to really sting you because I'm mad, right? I'm pissed. So those lower energies are not what you want to navigate. You want to soar like the eagle, right? The phoenix from the ashes, right? You want to rise. That's where you want to take any situations and you want to work this moon to soar like an eagle. So if you feel yourself with, emotions of any of those lower energies that I described, then you're not working with this full moon the right way with other people, with yourself, with coworkers. Really realign yourself. Pull yourself back, do some breathing, do some meditating, right? So that you can have the outcome that you truly want or that you desire. All right, because that can really work in your favor. You'll have more, control over your own emotions with this moon. It's a very intuitive moon, too. Scorpio is very intuitive. So, you could be guided right into that place of true intuition and really listen to yourself. Listen to what your inner is telling you with any situation, when to communicate, when you should initiate something, right? This is your intuition is working for you. It's very powerful with this moon. So, work with the energies of this moon. This is also, Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, and it's a very sexual, sensual sign too. So, in relationships, if they're real great and, everything can be really great around that too. It's a time for like real passion and kind of sexual energy and, that's also goes with this moon too. So dig deep, find your personal power, look for the transformation in the old self and what's going to rebirth within relationships, right? For you, what is the rebirth in relationships? Where do those relationships need to be taken for you? That's what you want to ask yourself with this moon. And, it's a great healing power in this moon too. So that's for you guys. That's just a little bit of my take on this full moon and where it lands in your life, in your journey, in your path is how this week is going to kind of unfold for you. So let me take a look at your cards. And I'm kind of shooting, like I have the camera right in front of me, which I don't normally do, but I just wanted to kind of off the cuff give you this video for the week. So this is the Brautele deck, and this week, this is showing me that there's contrast with people and a lot of effort that you've put into a situation. Okay, so contrast is kind of that positive, negative situations that, you could be in conflict with some people and you've been really putting a lot of effort into working out the details, and you have to communicate, guys, right? To work out the contrast. Even with the astrological energy, things should be really moving forward. So this moon will culminate any type of discord or conflict that you've been having with anybody in your life, with any people that surround you, work, relationship, siblings, parents, any type of conflict, whether inner or outer conflict within yourself, with other people, how you're handling a situation, how they're handling a situation. Communication is key with this full moon. So something is culminating, something is coming to fruition. Okay, so something's coming to a close. Now, in the May readings too, a lot of people in a lot of people that I read, a lot of private readings, friends are changing for people. Okay, your friends are changing, your coworkers are changing. You don't have the same interests with some people. It's changing. You have to accept the change, right? Doesn't mean that you don't, love the people or. I'm not saying the love dies. Really, I'm not. I'm just saying that you have to have certain boundaries with people, and this moon is bringing you clarity. So have the communication. Try to really get in deep and solve the issues, whether they're inner with you or exterior with other people, and find that balance. If there's people in situations that are out of balance for you, communicate. Talk to them. Whether it's to argue, to do it the best way you can, but get it out in the open. This Scorpio full moon can really reveal a lot of secrets. They can just pop up. Okay? So, but effort in people in contrast is working through situations that you've put a lot of effort in. And in this card spread right here, you have the Princess of Cups energy, which is, for you, this is something new coming, a new beginning, right? The Princess of Cups in the Druid craft, well, for me anyway, this card is like new energy that's being birthed. This is what's coming. So there's new beginnings. There's potential. There's exploration. There's new projects, good news coming, all right, after this full moon completes. And look at this, guys. You have the Prince of Wands, too. So the princess and the prince. So it doesn't matter what sign you are, how old you are, young, it doesn't matter. The Prince of Wands is going to bring you new ideas, travel, adventure, meeting people, new people. See, again, old friends to new friends, right? A lot is changing, okay? For some of you, this could be new home. This could be to get the new home, right? But I love this card because he's charging forward. The delays are over. The moon is completing, right? He's ready to charge on and go. He's ready for the new beginning. He's ready for the new home. He's ready for the new adventure. And look at this. So all the effort and stuff that you've put into circumstances, your efforts are paying off in the Three of Pentacles. So it's a good placement of this card because the 3 is bringing all the work you've put in, the energy, what has been depleting your energy, who has been depleting your energy. All the work you put in, there's recognition around you. You're being seen for what you've put into the situation and what the reward you're going to receive from the situation. Okay? I haven't even flipped these yet. So, for the week, look at this. You have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is rebirth. Situation, cycle completing, rebirth, Archangel Gabriel. He's blowing his trumpet, right? He blows that trumpet to say, it's like a hallelujah to me. And you see at the bottom, the people are kind of coming out of these coffins. So it is transformation and rebirth into something new. New beginnings are starting, and this full moon will certainly culminate a lot of situations that you've been working very, very hard to make changes take place for yourself, right? And this is like the blowing of the trumpet, the just beautiful energy to really feel good in know that there's new rebirth and changes taking place that was just so needed for you to go forward. You're going to really feel a release of a lot of stuff with this full moon, everybody, all signs. And then you receive the Ace of Swords. New beginnings. So we have completion and new beginning. Work that has been put in that is being recognized. A lot of good emotional feeling in a situation is finally had change, culminated in a new inspiration, new ideas, new beginnings are coming forth from whatever the circumstances for you. So that's really, really nice for everybody. And I pulled, let me see what your chakra card is for this week. And look at what we have here. So the throat chakra. The throat chakra is your voice, your communication, right? Some of you could have blockages. Some of you might need to have this out with the people that it needs to culminate with. If anybody's been in conflict with anybody, right? The throat chakra wants you to speak your truth, right? Unblock that chakra. That's your glands, your throat. You know, if it's blocked, you could have sore throats. The throat chakra is all about communication, which is very relevant to this weekly reading that I'm just giving you. So, you know, this is your creative self-expression. This is your communication, your inspiration, your confidence, your integrity, your wisdom, your truth, your freedom, your independence to access levels of being, right? Speak your truth, guys. Speak what you feel. Get it out there. Put it out there. Speak to people you need to talk to. Communicate. If this is blocked, this is where you could feel the thyroid. You know, your throat could be sore. Clear your airways. Your throat could be getting kind of clogged, you know. You could be clearing your throat a lot. That's when you know your throat chakra is blocked. You know, you can drink tea and you can try to unblock it, meditate, do things that can serve your throat. If you're someone who talks a real lot and you're finding you're having a hard time with communication or your words are being kind of disrupted, that's another sign too right there. So, you know, work on the throat chakra, drink tea, try to unblock it if you feel as though it's blocked and you feel as though you can't really express yourself or what you need to say so that situations can culminate and really have some change with it, right? So this full moon is powerful and it's going to affect your throat chakra. So, you know, look at it in your own personal way, how you feel about situations, and just, you know, speak your truth. Be true to you. That's what the change is all about in the motion and the feeling. So if any of you are having trouble in a circumstance or with other people, speak up, be yourself, engage in the conversation, let the communication happen, and this full moon will help you. It will guide you through what you need to take care of and get on with the rest of your week and your new beginnings to let them shine and let them take place. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gives some of you some messages on this full moon and a little bit of clarity. Oh, I forgot the King of Sword. So this is, you know, where you receive the clarity and the focus, right? So he's all about clarity, focus. So you are going to receive that from this full moon. You're going to see situations really go forward. It's a beautiful energy, right? So go with it. Have a great week, everybody. Talk to you all soon.